On the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
They had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Still about
running play this call. They're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, I just got shoot. Oh my gosh, taken down.
And he's going to get this.
Plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Has he passed it?
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourself. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This is the running back, Blue. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Yes.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter.
Derek Johnson in there to drop it for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That was funny.
On now is Sean Sweezum to try the field goal here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be because you've taken it to a home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, the spin. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Carr to throw on second down.
Keep going.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Carr. He finds Beckham complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get from midfield. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And able to find Garcon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Fresh set of downs here.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Corey Liggett makes the stop. Emmitt Smith, the ageless wonder, showing that he still has the strength, the body to fight those tacklers off.
Hard to get down. I liken him off into a crafty pitcher who has a lot of stuff, right? Throw the curveball, off speed, there comes the fastball, slider, changeup, always changing speeds, changing locations. He was that way when you tried to tackle him. One time you get the shoulder pads, the next time you'd miss entirely. You never knew what he was going to do.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Carr gonna go on 4th down.
Oh, he does.
Incomplete.
What?
It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Throwing now is McCarron. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Johnson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and the 2nd one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They go back to the ground with Smith. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now the 5-year man, Brad Nortman, to kick it away. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And that's caught by Tammy. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On the carry, here's Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Emmett. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And some room to roam now. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here. Get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On the ground, this is Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll run for it here with Smith. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On the carry, this is Blue. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. They go again with Blue. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's
dropping the ball, dude.
We still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do.
Garcon sucks.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brad Nordman now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's McCarron to throw. And he locates Wheaton, complete. 11 yards for number 11. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Packers a 1st down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Tackle made by the Hall of Fame safety Larry Wilson. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And get back in today's NFL.
I'm going to try to get this touchdown.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game.
Watch OBJ over here. He's going to go straight.
They have to continue to play at that level.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Going for
taken
him
on the
around,
25.
man.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10.
Guys, I'm not even playing a real guy, so I'm just gonna quit.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends, thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, nobody can, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it.
Guys, what should we name this guy? What should we name him? We should name him Heartless Nightmare.
Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blowing down.
Okay, we're gonna name him Heartless Nightmare.
What women now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down.
Oh, cool. And his last name can be said.
What women now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it.
That's just gonna be his last name. We're just gonna put his last name as Heartless Nightmare.
I'm Mike. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it.
How do we do capital H?
Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it.
There we go. The QB. Oh God, no. I did want something. I heard you tired. Looks freaking huge. Needs to be small, man. It's huge. Got Hulk arms, man. Yeah, that's good. You need to make his pad height really small so he can throw the ball. It needs to be stable so he can throw the ball good. Maybe like a back face and stuff. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, we got Madden. Oh, it's gonna take forever to put them all at 99. This guy's a freaking beast, guys. So is GB. What do you mean? His arms? Why? Do you think his arms are too big for a QB? Or do you think it's fine? Mr. Sniper, do you think his arms are too big for a QB or are they fine? Hello? What? Okay. 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 I wish you can just click automatic 99.
He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I
No.
What they wanted to do is play cool with you.
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours.